Hello and welcome to Woofworx. Congratulations, you get to be a part of something special. This is our first episode. I am Adam Coleman. This is Pepper. She is going to be our training subject. She's starting a little late in life, but that's okay. It's never too late. She's about 4 years old. She's a mix of Siberian Husky and Queensland Heeler. She's excited to be here, as you can see. And we're going to do some loose leash walking, some impulse control, and we'll see what else life throws at us today with obstacles and people and playmates and who knows what. We'll find out. So we're just going to go for a short walk. Like I said, loose leash. I don't really keep her too strictly behind me. I know some people think that a dog should always be behind you so that's, follower position, you're in the leader position. As long as she's not pulling me and dragging me down the street or in any particular direction, I'm fairly happy, as long as there's a little bit of slack in our leash. And she's pretty responsive to even subtle corrections. If she starts to pull too much, I just stop and give her just one quick pop. And then when I see that she looks up at me and her focus is on me and she's calm, then we can move forward. The moving forward is actually the reward. So whenever you're trying to positively reinforce behavior that you want, you can use a variety of different methods, and it doesn't always have to be food. Even your praise. Pepper. Yes, good girl. Your praise, your attention should also be a reward to your dog, because pretty much you should be the coolest thing in the world to your dog, hopefully. If you want a good, loyal relationship. See, she knows to stay away from booze. Good girl, Pepper. There's a lot of things that I know other trainers would probably critique me for with her, but like I said, Pepper's 4 years old. I'm not going to try to change her entire universe in one short period of time, so you'll see me do some things differently with her. Leave it, good girl. Some things differently with her than I will her sister Harley, who is 3 years and some change younger, and a completely different dog. Pepper's very unsure because she hasn't had a steady routine for a large part of her life, and that's my fault. So I kind of have to be gentle with her because she's sensitive. She's easily shook, I guess you'd say, so she's kind of my emo girl. My other dog is much more a dog, but you'll see her in future videos. Morning. If you notice with her, she's always very alert. She's anxious too. She's always aware of her surroundings. I think she might have to go to the bathroom. She's kind of pulling me to some grass. Go potty? So as you can see, I'm trying to be a good dog citizen and carry some bags and a little pop of water bowl. I'll ask her once. If she doesn't respond to my verbal command within a second, 2 seconds, then quick correction. But never for people out there who are going to say, well, you shouldn't jerk your dog like that. It's just cruel. It's not cruel to provide discipline or give guidance and set guidelines. And since we don't speak the same language, you have to convey what you want through different means. As long as you're not jerking the leash in anger and frustration, your dog's not going to be offended by a quick little correction. It's all about what's behind the hand that's pulling the leash. You just don't ever want to take out frustration or your anger on the dog, because they can't reason. They just do what they do. They're not doing it to make us mad. So yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought with that, but she's pretty good. I know it's easy for me to say because dogs can get pretty irritating that are not responsive when we want them to be, but getting frustrated will never make it better. Just remember that. When you're chasing your dog and you want it to come back to you, don't run faster and yell louder. It's just going to keep running, you know? So it's a very good lesson in energy. And we have a little buddy come down the sidewalk here, so we'll see how we respond to that. We're just going to sit and wait. Here, come. Sit. Girl. So this is a little French bulldog that lives around me somewhere. Good morning.
Is your dog friendly?
Yeah, she is.
Oh,
This
beautiful.
is,
Hey, slow down.
this is perfect
Slow down.
timing.
Slow down. She gets excited.
So is she.
What's her name?
This is Pepper.
Can they meet?
Yeah.
This is Paco. He's really
If they're
friendly.
cool with it,
Hey,
let
Paco.
Paco decide.
Yeah. She's beautiful.
Thank you. So is he.
She's
Settle down, settle down.
on it, huh?
Yeah, they're both pretty high energy. How old is Paco?
1 year old.
1? Okay.
How about her?
She's 4, believe it or not.
Wow, she looks young.
Yeah, she's always ready to play. Hey, settle.
Hey, nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah.
I'm Adam, by the way.
Hey, Alfredo.
Alfredo, nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
likewise.
Sit.
Say bye, Paco.
Bye, Paco. She's gonna mark his territory first.
Hey, you good baby.
Have a good day, guys.
Hey, there you go.
Settle down, settle down. I know you're amped. That was fun. Good times with Paco. So luckily he was pretty well behaved. He wanted to make a friend about as bad as Pepper did. Pepper got a pretty good socialization from a young age just by going everywhere that I went. 'Cause that is one thing I did right with her, was take her in Home Depot, stores, anywhere that wouldn't actively kick us out. So pretty much anywhere that didn't serve food, I took her in with me. And no one really gave me any beef about it until she got too big to ride on the bus because she didn't fit in my jacket anymore. But she got to go a lot of places because I had a car and not a motorcycle. So her sister hasn't gotten that same luxury. So she's not as, I'm glad it was Pepper in that scenario and not Harley. It would have been probably a little bit of a different scenario. Still constructive, and I think it still would have gone well, but it would have taken probably a few corrections because Harley's not as well socialized and happy to meet everyone as Pepper is. But even, I don't know if you could notice, but even at that interaction at first, Paco was actually a little too much for Pepper. It was funny to me that the owner was commenting on Pepper's energy when she was really just responding to what he was bringing to the table. I mean, he was pulling against the leash the whole way up to meet Pepper. Well, Pepper was just sitting there waiting. So, you know, it was perception is funny. It's funny how different people see different things, and that's a good lesson for multiple dog houses too. I've seen a lot of scenarios where an owner will correct or blame one dog when it's really not that dog that started the incident. You know, it's they see and react to things differently than we do. They just respond to the energy they're presented with, and anything that is less than calm and assertive and lovingly directive, they basically try to extinguish. You know, they see it as weakness or a possible threat, and so they'll attack it. So very often, you know, a dog that's timid, overly timid, carries itself as scared, you'll see it be the subject of being picked on or attacked by other dogs because they perceive that weakness, they see that weakness or that energy and go right after it. people that are afraid of dogs, they try to avoid it, and it seems like the dog wants to go right towards that person. It's just energetically they can tell that there's something different about that person or off about that person. But it's been a really good experience. I use my dogs kind of like barometers. If they're pretty happy and confident and everything is good in their world, well-mannered, as she licks herself on camera, then I'm probably exuding a pretty positive energy, and not horrible to be around either. So they've been a really good eye-opener for me as far as how I carry myself and how that affects the world around me and all my interactions. So I appreciate my dogs, and I hope they appreciate me. But if you appreciate this video, like and subscribe. Need all the help we can get. This is a brand new channel and a brand new endeavor for me. We do actually offer some dog care services, so if you're interested to see what some of those are, you're more than welcome to reach out either in the comment section here or at Woofworx, all one word, and works is spelled with an X, the number 11 at gmail.com. Again, my name is Adam, and this is Pepper, and we'll see you again in future videos. Thanks again for stopping by, and take care of your pets, and pets take care of your owners. Until next time.